Trevor, come in. Come in. Bring that big, beautiful behind over here. Hey, Greg, how's it going? I called you in today because I've got a job for you.
Oh, a job.
And it's a little weird, but hear me out. You're going to be hosting a YouTube show. Hosting a YouTube show. Yes.
For like Jake Paul or something?
No. It's not for the Paul brothers. Okay. This guy's a lot more handsome, but he is one of the OG YouTubers, okay? From like 2006 or something. So he's got that staying power, you know. This is not one of those gigs where you're gonna be embarrassed. Well, you might be embarrassed, but this is not one of those gigs where you're going to regret it. Is it that one redheaded YouTuber that was canceled? Nope. Is it that other redheaded YouTuber that was canceled? Nope. Does he even have 5 million subs? No, he doesn't have 5 million subs yet, but he's gonna get there. It's a little weird. It's not my usual space of acting, but I'm really desperate for work right now. So I think I'll take it. I'll host Yiay. Look, man, I know you're gonna do great. All right. So just get up there and read the comments and use that cheeky humor that we love at Big Booty Casting, and just show them what those cheeks can do.
First of all, let's check the head dent, gamers. Not too bad, huh? I don't need this hat. Jack doesn't wear a hat. He's too cool for that. His forehead is all the hat we need. Okay. Secondly, let's go ahead and dress it. I'm not using the Yiay background because I do have a green screen, but look, you see this right here? Okay, it's not a YouTube plaque. It's not a 5 million subscriber plaque. What it is though is a Guinness Book of World Records plaque. Okay, you don't believe me? Hold on. Guinness Book and Trevor Grimes. That's my name. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Yesterday I asked you, fill in the blank. You're not a real alpha male until you blank. Here are your answers that I'm seeing for the very first time. You're not alpha male until you put down the yogurt. 15 signs you're a yogurt male, super rare, and is it better than alpha? Okay, I thought we were all Sigmas by now. I didn't know we'd moved on to yogurt. Honestly, don't even know what a yogurt male is. I know this is a running gag, and I've said it, but I don't actually know what a yogurt male is. This is actually very on brand for Yiay because I feel like most of the time it's Jack having to look up things because he doesn't know what they are, and then he just makes fun of his fans who are sending him all the content to use.
15 signs you're a yogurt male, and is it better than alpha? I don't even know what that means, dude. Yiay, what a terrible Yiay.
I don't know what the hell a yogurt male is, but it's a humorous emerging slang term defining a man who finds contentment and simple pleasures, particularly a deep, enthusiastic love for consuming various types of yogurt. So it actually is yogurt. I thought it was like a soy boy thing. It is a sophisticated and more superior male to alpha/sigma males. God, you're not a real alpha male until you learn. Wait, hold on. First, okay. The name is Morgan Freeman Spottings, which is awesome, but their answer is learn Andrew Tate's tucking technique. What is tucking? Right off the bat, if I had to guess, like it sounds like when you are a penis-having person and you wake up from a nap and you are a bit compromised, and you have to tuck the compromising unit into the elastic waistband of your underwear or pajama pants or whatever to avoid the penile awkwardness. So that is my guess as what tucking is, which I'm sure Andrew Tate has an awesome technique for it. Tucking, according to Urban Dictionary, the act of a man taking his penis and hiding it between his thighs in order to create the illusion of female genitals. Okay. Do we think Andrew Tate has a good... He must have a good tucking technique, I guess, is one of the answers. I don't know if I should... Andrew Tate tucking. Transvestors are now accusing Andrew Tate. Boy, I guess she forgot to wear her fake... this is too much for me. I can't handle this. This is a good Christian channel.
Leave your
pee sitting down and somehow miss. I've definitely peed sitting down and missed by accidentally peeing too high up and peeing into... This is weird. I shouldn't talk about this. I did, however, earlier knock an entire roll of toilet paper into the toilet right after I had peed, and thus ruining the entire roll of toilet paper. Well, I mean, it would have been ruined anyway because it fell into water. And I've done that multiple times. That is not the first time I've done that. I often accidentally, like, am sitting the roll and I'm going to replace it and knock the whole thing into the toilet. Past kidney stones in one sitting. I didn't know it. How many sittings does it take? I've never had kidney stones. Well, I'm working on one right now. How many sittings does it take? I thought you just pushed it out. I mean, that's a pretty alpha male thing. If you just sort of just push real hard, you're not a real alpha male until you fold a fitted sheet. I mean, yeah, that's just in the rule book. You're not a real alpha male until you fight my 7 evil exes. I didn't know that Scott Pilgrim was still relevant in the year of our Lord 2026. Actually, Scott Pilgrim is always relevant. I just didn't know that the youth of today, the Gen Alphas or whatever, were keen to how cool like that was. I thought it was kind of like a loser millennial thing, which I'm not. I'm cool Gen Zer, okay? Slay boys and girls. You're not a real alpha male until you bully children on Roblox. Well, first I gotta get Roblox. I mean, I bully children just in the real world because I'm a millennial, and which means I spend more time outside drinking out of the hose. And when the kids walk by, I bully them in real life. So honestly, I might be like ascended male, whatever that is. I've super ascension male. You're not an alpha until wait. You're not an alpha male until you remove your bottom 2 ribs. Not alpha male, remove bottom 2 ribs. I thought like capitalization had something there, but I guess not. Yeah, that's one of those how did everybody know about that rumor? I don't have to tell you what it is. And it's not the Bruno Mars is gay rumor. It's the one about we know what how do we all know this? Let's just move on. I don't want to talk about it anymore. You're not a real alpha male until you loudly explain a joke. I saw a stand-up comedian who somebody yelled "Let's go Brandon" at during the show, which like I think the guy who yelled it thought he was hilarious in yelling that because those yogurt males or whatever, they think that that's hilarious to yell "Let's go Brandon," but he yelled it at a comedy show at somebody who was way funnier than he was. But the guy honestly had no idea and asked him to explain what that meant. And then he explained it very slowly and like loudly because he was yelling it, and nobody laughed. And the comedian was just like, "Oh, okay," and just like kept on going. So all that to say, that guy was a true yogurt male. He explained a joke loudly, and nobody laughed, and it was amazing. You're not a real alpha male until you get kicked out of Applebee's for causing a scene. Now, you can't. I haven't been to Applebee's in a long time because I got kicked out, but because of those Dollaritas. I mean, you can't not lay a 20 down and drink just pound $20 Dollaritas out of a bucket because they just make them in like a concrete mixing bucket in the back, like a Lowe's bucket, like a Home Depot bucket, you know? And then after that, you're just ready to start punching, okay? I mean, honestly, they just need to have like a drywall station set up where you can go in Applebee's. After you've had your $20 Dollaritas, just start punching holes in the drywall station. Like, dude, people would pay $1.50 for the Dollaritas if they could have a punching station where they could just punch holes in the wall. That would be freaking sick and honestly alpha as hell. You're not a real alpha male until you take estrogen. Now this is how you win. Okay, boys, everybody's out there taking hormone replacement therapy, but they're choosing the wrong hormone, okay? Here's how it works. You give your body more testosterone, your body naturally produces more estrogen, okay? It's called balance. It's how it works, okay? It's called aromatization, okay? But what if instead you take estrogen, okay, to trick your body into producing more testosterone without aromatization, okay? Because estrogen doesn't turn into testosterone, but it'll make your body say like, hey, what the dang old heck's going on? We should like, increase production, okay? If you take testosterone, it aromatizes into estrogen, and you don't want more estrogen unless you're just taking estrogen to trick your body into making more big boy T juice, okay? That's what we call it in the scene is big boy T juice. Hop on the bicycle and take your big T juice, okay? Drink a tea. That's it, okay? So you're not a real alpha male until you take estrogen. I'm getting all worked up because I'm full of estrogen. You're not a real alpha male until your mommy lets you stay up until 10:30. I mean, that is cool as hell. All right, boys, here's the goal for the night. Everybody's been kind of lacking on their alpha male status, okay? So tonight, you're not even going to ask your mom. You're going to demand. You're going to give her a call at 9:59 p.m. And you're going to say, "What's up, Mom? Listen, here's the deal. Me and the boys, we all got the same haircut. We're going to the club tonight, and all those guys got the same haircut too, okay? And we're going to do Jaeger bombs until 10:30 p.m. Then I will come home and get tucked in, okay? But I'm staying up. I'm staying out until 10:30. And there's nothing you can do about it because I got a new haircut. That's it. You're just going to tell her that is what you're doing, okay? None of you understand what I'm even talking about. There's probably like 5 of you that understand the new haircut video. And even if you do understand it, you probably, like, that scene didn't make any sense that I just explained. Call your mom and tell her you're not staying up until 10:30. You're staying out until 10:30. Then you'll come home and you'll get tucked in. You'll do mommy son milky time, and then you'll get tucked in, okay? She can wait for you to come home. All right, boys? You're not a real alpha male until you go, ay, ay, ay. I don't know what ay, ay, ay is. You're not a real alpha male until you go,
Ay, yi,
ay, ay, ay. I don't get it. Make her say, ay, ay, ay. There's that yin yang. There's that yin yang twins song called ay, ay, ay. By the yin yang twins. Until you go, ay, ay, ay means ay, ay, yi, yi. Ay, 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 yi, yi. I don't know, dude. Why did Audition just tell me the list of things that, I'm in the middle of recording. Why would the list of audio things change? I didn't even... Shit. I got my own, so here are a few of my own. This one comes from Leg Harry. You're not a real alpha male until you release the files. That is alpha as hell. It's no laughing joke. Our whole country is run by pedos. You're not a real alpha male until you show off your head game to Bubba. Okay, this is from Waluigi12. Thank you, Waluigi. You're not a real alpha male until you show off your head game to Bubba. Is this a joke that is this something I don't get? Like a game? Like somebody from a game named Bubba? Or does he mean like his brother, like, Mario? Oh no, show off your head game to Bubba. I had to do some honorable mentions because I love Diarrhea Megan. Don't worry, Megan, I got you. Even though you won't let me join your gang, okay? I got a profile like you guys. It's called Poopcock Petey, okay? Let me join the gang of Diarrhea Megans, okay? You're not an alpha male until you are anyone named Megan. Absolutely true. She is hashtag Yiay. She is hashtag Yiay Alpha. Hashtag yeah. Hashtag I just did that. Hashtag girl boss. So, clock it. Clock it, Megan. Clock it. She also said that you are not an alpha male until you yeet that wig like a lit savage, bae. That's tea on point. I'm shook. Okay, clock it. Clock it, Megan. Yes. Clock it. Just remember me in your prayers tonight, Megan. I did come to find you and shout you out because Jack didn't. Megan also said, tough out the tummy ache without crying even once. Yeah, that's super epic. I've had a tummy ache all day, and I've let everybody that I talk to know that my stomach hurts. So I'll read this one because my name is Grimes, and this person is also Grimes. You's not a real alpha male until you get caught pooping in the school sink by Hood Grimes. Their profile picture is Rick Grimes. For some reason, I thought it was House, but hey, you know what? They're Hood Grimes. They give memes, advice, and more. They're also hiring, and they're hiring in Ohio somewhere between $10,000 and $10,000 an hour. Well, anyway, guys, that has been another wonderful episode of Yiay. Thank you for joining us. Tell Jack I deserve to be the next host of Yiay because I'm funny, I'm full of millennial cringe, but I also know the street lingo. Also, I'm gay. I think those are all great reasons to let me be on the next Yiay. I hope that I see this on Twitch. If I don't, I'll show up at your house. No, just kidding. That's not a good. That wasn't a good joke. I said that trying to be funny before I realized the implications of what that meant. I will not show up at your house. Don't worry, I won't. Okay, see you. Okay, see you next Yiay. Welcome to Yiay. No, that's not funny.